Aloha everyone, this is Tiara here, and in this video it's going to be a kind of long video. It's going to be on a route from Mauna Kea Saddle Road all the way to Holualoa. And so right here I'm going to kind of be talking in between here and there, and I'll be playing music so you can just enjoy the views. There's so much to see, and you're going to notice just how big this island is and how many different climate zones there are on this island. There are 8 out of 11 climate zones. Some might argue that it might be 10 out of 14, but the Köppen climate classification system says there's 10 different zones just on the Big Island alone. The Big Island is about 4,028 square miles in the landmass, and for such a small island compared to the mainland continental US, this island has the most types of climates that you can get within one island. So right here we're up by Mauna Kea, and to me it kind of looks like California and Nevada in this area. The mountain doesn't seem so high, but it is really high. It goes over 13,000 feet above sea level. But in this area, it's pretty dry between the saddle road between Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa. And they call it a saddle because it kind of looks like a saddle would be. You're right in the middle. Right here, we're at Gilbert Kahele Recreational Center, and we just took a little break here at the restrooms here. You can rent out cabins here if you like. It's very, very cold up in this area. It's pretty dry and arid too as well. Yeah, living in Nevada and going to California, between the two states, you would see a lot of that type of terrain. We made a turn around here because we wanted to see, we saw some wild turkeys, so we're turning around here. So we're just making our way back to those wild turkeys, and I love the landscape here. It just is so pretty. I love, cattle ranch areas like this, especially in high elevation. So we just pulled off to the side, and as you can see, those wild turkeys are over there pointing to it. They're pretty silly. They didn't really make any gobbling noises. We were actually making gobbling noises, and it was just cool to see a whole flock of turkeys here. There's an array of animal and wildlife here on the Big Island. You'll see sheep, you'll see deer, we have the wild turkey. You're going to see a lot of goats in this area too. It was sad to see a lot of roadkill as well. But if you like hunting, this is the place to go. And sorry about all the noise that you hear in the background while I'm talking. I'm in an area where there's a lot of trucks, so now we're heading back on our favorite road up here. And this is the road that takes us to Waimea. We're on a search. Oh, look at how beautiful that is with even those dead trees. It's just so gorgeous. And we are really high in elevation here. And the weather was just so superb. And you're going to see Maui. You see Maui up across the ocean right there. And at times I could see Lanai and Kaho'olawe. Off in the distance you'll see Kohala Mountains, And that's where we're heading. You see those mountains over there. This is my favorite road up here. If I could live anywhere on this island, it would be up here. And I missed it so much that the next couple days I went to go revisit this area and took our stepdaughter. But it was unfortunately a lot more cloudy than this. And you see, like, the landscape here kind of reminds you of California as well. When we left Vegas and drove to California to drop off our vehicle, we went through California, and there was areas kind of like this when we passed by. But I mean, just to see that nice blue ocean right there is just so beautiful. You know, with the sky overhead is just so magical. It also kind of reminds me of going up to Haleakala in the back roads and Ulupalakua in Maui. So, you know, I miss Maui so much, but I can come back here on this island and up in this area and make me feel like I'm across the island of Maui. And the smell of those trees, I think it might be eucalyptus or melaleuca, but it's just so, it's along with the crisp, fresh air. And you see some of the pu'us, some of the cinder cones from Mauna Kea. So these are all ranch lands, and as we go lower, we're going to be on Parker Ranch. It's one of the largest cattle ranches in the nation. I have to look at more of the history of Parker Ranch, but you can kind of check it out yourself, what Parker Ranch is all about. And we're still pretty high, as you can see. As we head down to the coast, you're going to see Maui a lot better. It's going to be very arid, very dry there. But in Kohala, it'll still be pretty nice and cold. Okay, so we're still up there. You see the grass is kind of changing color to a more brown color. Right there you see a dirt devil or dust devil. It's really neat to see that here. And believe it or not, we do get some tornadoes here on the islands, especially in the dry, arid areas. You see Mauna Kea, and some other chickens over there. This is all Honolulu land, cowboy land. That are attracted to the islands, you know, the ecosystem around. Okay, so this area kind of reminds me of California, like going to Yosemite. That was really cool. I remember that. I just don't know what the area was called between that. And actually, Waimea actually looks like a little town, like a couple little towns in California, and you're going to see that. It also kind of looks like on Oahu, going from Tuailua, North Shore area, this area. Thankfully, it's still undeveloped on Oahu. You can just see how large this island really is. And not a lot of it is occupied by people, thankfully, yet. One day I'll take you guys out to Kohala on the other side, to Hawaii. So those are the Kohala Mountains right there. And up that mountain, there's like a nice scenic route. So Parker Ranch headquarters is going to be coming up. Okay, so we're approaching the town now, and it's quite beautiful. Okay, so this is Waimea, and I share a little map above. And this town has some of the amenities that you can get, some grocery stores, a hospital, you know, parks, and I noticed like towards the other side it's going to show a lot of more of the rich people, and I think it's part of the Parker Ranch families. See, it looks like little towns that you'd see in California or even Utah. I really didn't feel like I was on the Big Island. It's so different from Hilo. If you go straight down that way, you're going to go to Waipio Valley, and the scenery changes up a lot as well. And I'll take you on another tour from there on another day. Look at that castle. It's not really a castle, it's just somebody decorated it. But you can see a lot of the old plantation houses and some parties, and it seemed like there's a lot of rich people in this area. So if you notice, we're on the elevation has gone down a lot lower, and so it's going to kind of fork off soon. And that's still part of the Kohala Mountains right there. So here's that fork. So we're going to take a left on that fork. And now we're heading down to the ocean. It's turning brown once again. Yeah, the west side of the island is very, very dry. And Kohala Mountain is actually, it supposedly won't erupt again. So I'm just showing you an area where we're at on the map. The elevation is going down to 1,000 feet. And this part right here totally reminds me of Lahaina. We're going to Makapu'u on Oahu by Sandy Beach area. But this kind of more looks like Maui. This is a side I'm not really am not interested in because it is so hot. But the ocean is beautiful, and you're going to see some of the islands across the way, and that is beautiful. But I imagine during the summertime it will get very hot and humid here. The reason why it's so hot is the lack of trees that you see. And you see all those Haleakala trees on the side. They're a pest, a nuisance to the environment. And you're going to start seeing some Keawe trees. Okay, so it's going to fork off again soon. Okay, so we're going further away from Kohala Mountain. We're kind of up to the northwest side of the island where it meets Maui. And you kind of notice this kind of area is kind of like Kahele, the south point of the island. But yeah, if you want to see the view of the islands across, like Lanai and Maui, this is the area you want to go. So we're descending down, and I'll show you a map of it shortly. This is the side where you're going to see white sandy beaches, like Hapuna. I have not been to Hapuna since I was a kid, but you notice that the water isn't as deep as my side of the island, which is volcano, because we are on the hot spot. So right there's the split that you see right here. Okay, so to the left is Kailua, and we're going on the Kohala Coast. And if you go straight on, it's Kawaihae all the way down to Hawi. And there's a historical site right there, off into the distance. There's that split, and we're on Kohala Coast right now. See how dry it is here? And you're going to see a lot of goats here. You're going to spot them on the lava. You're going to spot them on the side of the road. Even some roadkill. Hopefully I didn't capture that. So this is the Keawe tree, and we make huli huli chicken out of Keawe. We roast it over the wood. So you see Walalai in the background. In the very far distance, that's Mauna Loa, and Mauna Kea is on to the left side. So you see 3 mountain ranges. Now you see Maui, and if you can see, you might be able to see Lanai and Molokai. If I had a better camera, I would be able to see really up close, but I'm just using my phone here. Now we're on an old eruption site here. It isn't as old as some of the areas in this location with eruption sites. The darker it is, a lot more newer it is. If it's more gray in color, then it's been there a longer time. And you're going to see some goats coming up soon. And they are building resorts here because of the white sandy beaches. So it's on the older side of the island, and that's why there are beaches versus the east side. It doesn't have any white beaches because it hasn't had time to move off from the Pacific tectonic plate. Look how gorgeous Maui is right there. And on that, the highest mountain on Maui is Haleakala. It's just a little bit under Mauna Kea and Mauna Loa, but it is cold. I always look forward to seeing the islands from across, and even on Oahu you can see islands, and Maui you can see all the islands. So that's Hualalai Mountain. When you get a chance, if you do go drive, you're going to go around that and you're going to go to Mauna Loa. You can either go that way to the volcano, but it's actually faster to go through Hilo all the way up to that side. And when you see, look at those goats. They're funny. And when you see it shiny too, that's an indication that it's a newer lava flow. You see how shallow the water is right there? That's all like sand. Again, I'm just capturing the beauty of Maui right ahead, and hopefully you can see the other islands onto the left side. Okay, so now you see, of course, there's resorts over there because of the sandy beaches. And that would be like going to Hapuna Beach area. I don't know, I'm not really familiarized with all the different beaches there. But you can see how the difference of depth of the ocean is there. Look at all those blues with the sky and Maui ahead. It's really excruciating hot here. I kind of went off a little bit. Now we are at the end of our destination here, and it got kind of rainy up on the mountainside. And we went to just check out just the small little town ahead. A cute little quaint town.
Holualua.
Yeah, I wanted to kind of go ahead and not film Kailua Kona area. That will be another day. It's amazing, just like not much farther, there's these lush green areas once again. So we are heading back. It's kind of getting later on in the day, and the weather had changed so dramatically. So I'm just kind of doing a time lapse back. And we're on the kind of upper part. We are going to head back to Hilo. You can see not much further distance, and now it's just lava fields again. So inland, it was really getting cloudy. And onto the coastal area, it was really still clear. And look at that site of Maui. Okay, so you see on the left, you can see kind of like a point that's Lanai, and to the left of that, there's Molokai, the flatter side. And Kohala Mountain. So we're higher in elevation as what we were earlier as we're driving to Kona. Oh, there's a goat there. You saw that. Nice pu'u over there. And hualalai. And look at those ominous clouds over there. It's neat how weather changes the look of the terrain as well. And I noticed all these trees I'd never seen before, these kind of yellowy orange trees, like flowers. You're going to see it up as we go down this valley. So we just had looped out and we're heading back towards Mauna Kea area. I forgot what that pu'u is called over there. See those orangey yellow golden trees? I don't know what that tree is. I don't believe it's native. You have to be very careful because people do drive pretty quickly here, and you notice the person is, you know, he cut us off. Very impatient. I thought this area is pretty cool because it kind of goes upward and around this cool mountain. Look at that stonework wall. Cute little church right there. I love all these plantation houses. Okay, so it's getting really arid again. And I assume that this part is Parker Ranch also. Or maybe subcontracting like ranches. Like I said, I don't know too much about this side of the island. Growing up, we kind of rarely went on the side. I thought this was a cool view because of the road right ahead. So we're on Daniel Inouye Highway, I believe. We're turning, and this is where we turn off to go back home to Hilo. And this part reminded me of the Midwest. Now you see we're heading up back to Mauna Kea that way. I wonder if back in the day if there was a lot more trees here before the ranches came. Makes me think about what it looked like back then. And I also think about like all the battles that they had between the islands when Kamehameha was out, and just seeing what kind of sight that was back then. I don't know, those are the things that I think about. And those are indeed very, very, very old lava flows that's been covered. So I'm just capturing some footage of Mauna Kea from this way. I thought that truck was pretty cool. That's why I filmed it too. Lots of trucks. People have lots of trucks here. So much pu'us over here too, those hills. Now we're back up higher in elevation here, and you can see that the clouds are pretty low, but we're actually high. It's amazing to see these pu'u, these cinder cones. On to the right, we're going to see Pohakuloa. It's a large military installation. And you really can't see how massive that mountain is. Okay, so that's Mauna Loa in the distance and Mauna Kea. So we're in the Saddle Road right now. Kind of looking like West Coast, like California, Nevada area. Okay, so now you see more of the installation, military installation area. Kind of reminds me of Nellis Air Force near Vegas. I don't know what it is about the military. They love to be close to the mountains. I personally do not like how much they took over that land there, and they do other bombing exercises and stuff. Lots of goats right there. It's getting darker and darker because it's almost about 4 or 5 in the afternoon. So the sun sets where Kona area is, and when the sun rises, it rises from the Hilo area. Totally gorgeous. Look at the sun, the way it hits the pu'u. I wish you folks could just be here and see this as well. We're going right straight into that rain system right there coming. You're gonna see just how much rain will be in. Yeah, come to Big Island. There's so much different places to see and different climates and terrains. So we're passing the Mauna Kea access road right now. And we're heading back to Hilo. Hawaiian people are still fighting for the land so that the 30-meter telescope isn't being built up in Mauna Kea. So they have people who watch the area to see if they see building supplies, and I think it's going to happen again because the mandates is almost going to end on the 25th of March. And finally, but I think they're going to try to build up there. But people will fight it. So now we are in the clouds and it is raining. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will be sharing another video soon. And aloha.